guys, I'm in the back room at ZIMM'S Guitars, and I've got a lot of guitars. We've got so many guitars. The store is just guitars coming out everywhere. But real quick video on some Firefly guitars. I know these were kind of a big thing a couple of years ago because you could get yourself a Firefly guitar very, very inexpensive, and they were good quality guitars, and guys were modding them and putting cool pickups in them and everything. So this is the first one that I own, and these are all for sale. And so this is a Firefly Classic, and I'm going to call it a green translucent two-tone green, sort of an alligator skin Les Paul SG Classic, set neck construction, crafted and packed by whatever this is, made in China. Firefly sticker right there. But this is the first one, and these are great, again, platforms for modding your own SG. If you don't have the money to get a Gibson or even an Epiphone, to get your hands on one of these Fireflies. This is a used one that is down here at the store. Let me show you the next one I have. Okay, our second one is a Firefly Classic, and it's the same body shape, same style, same model, but this one is in a two-tone gray color, maybe a real dark grayish blue color. This is a veneer. Most likely this is a veneer that they put on the top of these, and it makes them real nice and flat and makes it really beautiful looking. Solid black on the back of the guitar. But again, these Fireflies were really big news, and they still do really good. There's a site called Guitar Gardens that sells these things, and they were only getting them in like lots of about 100 or 200. They would get their hands on a small batch of them and put them on Guitar Gardens, and they would sell out really quickly. And what's weird about Fireflies is nowadays they're so popular that even like Alibaba and some of those Chinese imported rip-off type brands are making fake Fireflies because the demand on these guitars is really high. So it's a crazy thing, but this is a gray two-tone, basically a SG style Firefly Classic. Let's look at the third one I've got. Okay, the third one is a Firefly Classic, but this is an Explorer shaped guitar. So you got the two humbuckers, the three-way switch, no push-pulls or anything like that, but you got the block inlays and the binding that comes up. The side of the nut right here, that feels really good. This is some, they did high quality stuff for, I would say this was like a maybe a $220 guitar when it came out. It's got this strap on here. It's got a nice strap. But this is also a Firefly guitar, and I keep saying these were big news back in the day, and now they're everywhere, but there's still a demand for them. Okay, let's see the fourth one. Okay, here's a Firefly Classic, and this one is in the orange, kind of the red two-tone. Very nice looking, but again, like, I think this is a veneer on the top, and what the veneer does is it makes it super smooth. Do you look at the reflection in it just right? You can see there's no little dents or sanding marks or anything like that. And you got volume, tone, three-way switch. And these are all hardtail guitars with the stop bar. You got the binding. Fret ends feel good on this one. There's no fret sprout. The Firefly logo, it's kind of weird. It has a little guitar kind of F. It almost looks like a J. But you got the Firefly logo and some sort of inlays here. Trapezoid inlays. Very Gibson-ish type. I say Gibson-ish, but I mean it's basically modeled after a Gibson, and it's a forgery in a lot of ways. It's a It's a guitar that is made to look like an SG, and so even the open book headstock. So it's one of those things, but I've got one more to show you guys. Okay, here's a Firefly, but this shape on this one is more of like a Les Paul Jr. double cutaway. You got the dog ear P90 right here. And these guitars, these things were like 180 bucks. They're not expensive at all. And I was talking to a guy that owns a vintage guitar shop, and he has a 1959 Les Paul Jr. for 4,500 bucks. Is it a 69? Yeah, no, it's a 59. He's got a 59 Les Paul Jr. for 4,500 bucks. This thing has that big neck to it. It's got the same heel and everything. It's pretty much manufactured. I mean, it kind of looks like one, right? And I'm not going to say it's anywhere near as good as or anything like that. But this is basically a Les Paul Jr. double cutaway for, less than $200. And good playing guitars. They're very cheap. And but they're of a good quality. This is probably, I don't know if this is a solid piece of wood or not. You can't really see because it's black body. But again, that is my Firefly collection. They're all for sale. You guys can call me if you're interested in any of them, or if you live in the Phoenix area, drop in the store. Shoot me an offer on all 5 of them or all 6 of them, however many there is. And let's do some deals and help me move these things down the road. They're Fireflies. You gotta love them. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and go buy a guitar.